Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to share a few life lessons I've learned from being a computer science major at Berkeley. If you've read my articles or watched a few of my videos in the past, I inevitably end up talking about computer science in some form or the other. So I thought might as well just make an entire video talking about computer science and what I've learned from it, about life in general. It's funny that I'm making this video today because while walking back from class, I met my professor from freshman year who in fact inspired me to be a CS major in the first place. And I'm excited to be making this video, so let's dive right in. The first lesson that I wanted to talk about was that a greedy algorithm is not necessarily the most optimal one. And for those of you who may not know, a greedy algorithm is essentially a problem-solving technique in computer science, which essentially solves any problem very iteratively, which basically means that at every step, it only picks those options which result in the maximum benefit or gain at that particular point of time. And to explain optimal, an algorithm is optimal when you know that it is the best possible solution to any particular problem. And how that applies to life in general is that the short-term solution, or what seems like a short-term fix, may not necessarily always be the best and the most ideal long-term solution. And how I feel that applies in my case is, for example, let's say that there is one project due at the end of this week, and I don't understand parts of it. One option would be to ask for a lot of help from my friends, teachers, mentors, etc. The other option would be to try to figure things out just by myself. And while the first option, which is to ask for a lot of help, may result in a good short-term fix, may help me understand the material on time, may help me submit the project on time, at the end of the day, I know that it's probably not the most sustainable one because I'm not truly understanding the material in the class. On the other hand, let's take the long-term approach. In that case, I would have to spend more time to probably understand lesser content, but understand it at a more deeper level. That is more sustainable mainly because I know that I have figured things out by myself, and that is infinitely times more valuable in the long run than having just to ask a lot of people around me. The final lesson I learned was that, and this may sound a bit obvious, is that you will never know everything. You see, computer science is a field wherein no matter how much I try and no matter how much I learn, there are always things that will always stay outside of my knowledge boundary and knowledge sphere. And that's okay. And I've sort of come to terms with that because I know that if I can learn the thing that I am learning right now better and put in my heart and soul in learning that thing better without having to worry about all the other things that are there outside, I know that I would excel at that thing, and slowly and steadily and iteratively over a period of say a few years or so, I would eventually be able to cover a lot more things outside of my comfort zone. And obviously that circle of knowledge will still be incomplete because knowledge is constantly being produced and people are just producing more and more research. But the idea is that realizing that and coming to terms with that is something that has helped me a lot to focus on the thing at hand and focus on my task rather than worry about the big things. And the way this translates into life is that if I can do the thing that I'm doing right now better without worrying about the competition that I'm facing or all the other things, all the advanced things that surround any particular activity, I know that I would get better at my craft, and that is what is more important rather than worrying about how much there is to learn. Because at the end of the day, over a span of one's lifetime, you will not know everything. It is biologically and physically impossible to know everything there is in the world. And that is something that computer science has very humbly taught me. So yeah, these were a few lessons that I just wanted to share. I really hope you liked the entire video. Please feel free to share any feedback that you have with me. I'd really love to learn and see whether there are other lessons that I could also incorporate. Thank you.